Hello. Hi guys. Hi. Hello everyone. Am I audible? All of you guys audible perfectly? Everyone say yes, no, good evening. India, good evening all. From all the part of India, I guess. All of you are doing fine. Am I audible? Just say yes. Audible, folks? Hello. Audible, audible. Am I audible? Good evening, guys. Good evening. Am I audible? Yes, perfect, perfect. Perfect. So hi guys, everyone. Good evening. Yeah, it's great like seeing you guys together in Sunday evening, and I hope like what we are going to do. It's basically like how you prepare for CAT and for the last 200 days. So that is all about for today's session. Now, most importantly, we need to understand before starting the session. I'll give you just a brief, like what exactly we are going to understand. We will understand what exactly you need to read, what exactly you need to prepare. We will have all these things like month-wise and week-wise also. So this session is basically, you know the name of the session, that is 200 days to CAD. So we have divided everything, especially in bits by bits, like in week wise, in month wise, and how exactly you prepare and what exactly you prepare. So we'll giving you like the week wise analysis of preparation, and trust me, this analysis is something which people got a lot of benefits after following it, and it is tested for last 5-10 years. So it is a tested process. If you can follow it, like no matter what you do, and if you know how to follow it, then things will be all right with you, and you'll get a very good score in CAT, if not 99 percentile. So I guess I'm audible perfectly, all of you. Someone says not audible. Voice is low. Am I clear now? It's like I'm taking it very close to my mouth. That's why. So this is like basically with reference to batch 2, obviously, and definitely. But this is more like a generic. It's not about like whether you are in batch 2 or you are not in batch 2. You are like preparing by yourself. It's a more generic thing. Then we'll also discuss like how iQuanta and how we also help you to get all of these things together, and how where we pitch in, how we pitch in, and how what is the importance of the moderators, what are the importance of the faculty, teachers, and everything. So yes. I will take your doubts as well. Don't worry. I'll take your doubts and everything. So before that, first I'll just give you a basic idea like what exactly you do and what you are going to do and what you need to have it. You understand, right? So the first few things, which is very very crucial, very crucial. Like the thing comes with what? Like what are you going to do? Like you want to do an MBA, so the thing comes with what you are going to do. It's an MBA. Now, how you going to do an MBA? You need to take a test, and the most acceptable test in pan India is basically CAT. So you have to take CAT. So now first is what, next is how. How is CAT? Now the next question is how you crack CAT. So CAT, if you can crack CAT, the thing is that you can become much more well versed with something, like with something with your future. Like if you can crack CAT, you can get an MBA. If you get an MBA, you can get a good placement. If you can get a good placement, you can have a good life. So this is your plan of actions. This is your basic plan of action, and how we actually handle this kind of plan of actions, right? Now our major objective today is like how you first important thing, I'll take your doubts later. First, to just let me tell you what exactly you want to do. So when it is 200 days, when it is let's say 7 months to CAT, so the first thing you have to understand, like you need to be consistent. I'm always telling you, like now it's a time where you need to start saying no. Like let's say we all have our friends, we all have our family and everyone, so there are a lot of parties, like a lot of gathering, outing, and everything. So if you want to do something, if you are not getting time for the other things, other social activities, now it's the high time you start saying no as well. Because right now you need to define your priorities. And remember one thing, like we have got this chance, you guys have got this chance. This is the next year CAT. and this thing can be your next big thing. This thing can change the trajectory of your life. You understand like how important it is. So you need to understand the importance of it. Now sometime in this 2200 days, it's like you can feel like this is not, you are not right, your mood is off, like you have got a like you are sick, you have got a very big heartbreak. So a lot of things can happen in these things, but the one thing you need to do, like whatever happens, you have to study. So you are bad, you study. You are good, you study. You are walking, you study. You are going to college, still you study for CAT. So whatever is your preconceived things, whatever it is, like whatever predicament you are like facing, you have to study. So this is the first kind of commitment you have to do to yourself. Like whatever happens, you need to be consistent. You need to do it every day. Like no matter what happens, like no matter how many difficulties you can face, but every day you need to get up, you need to study. Every day you need to get up, you need to study. No matter you are working, you are in college, you have heartbreak, you have like family issues, you have problems. You can have n number of problems, but you need to remember this is the time. You have this next 8 months where you can actually make a difference. Like a lot of people like everyone wants to make a difference. But the thing is whether you are committed to do it or not. So that's why we make a schedule. Like the next question people come like, if we want to be consistent, what is the schedule? What is the schedule? How we actually going through the process? What exactly we are going to do? We just need to do it by ourselves. But how we do, don't know. We want to be committed. We want to be consistent, but we don't know how. So that's why we have come with this strategy, this particular week-wise schedule. So you have to complete every week a certain piece of this CAT, and then you can go with the flow. You understand? And I guess all of you guys already know what is CAT and everything. Like CAT had 3 sections: LRDI, VARC, and like QA, and what exactly CAT checks, because we are having a lot of sessions like this. So you can also go to YouTube and can check like what exactly CAT is working on, what is basically things you need to learn for CAT. And remember one thing, CAT is a test for the managers. So it's a very smart test. So it kind of like check your smartness, how well you equate with the concept, how well you can use the concept, where you can need to attempt a question, what question you need to leave, what question you need to leave. So all of these things are very important. So it's not only about like whether you know it or not, it's about how you apply it and where you apply it, and do you exactly understand the essence of CAT. So this is the entire thing, and that's why the process is basically being divided by in 3 4 process. The first process is this: let's say you need to improve your understanding. You need to improve what? You need to improve, first thing is very important, you need to improve your knowledge. Let's say about maths, you need to improve your knowledge. No matter what happens, you have to improve. I can give you my example also. Initially when I started taking CAT, like it's in 2014, so I was in 3rd year, and like in that time, so that point I was very good in maths because my background is like instead of mathematics, and I have done my graduation in mathematics also. But I was like pretty like confident, like I can do maths. But when I take that paper, like a mock paper within this, let's say in that time that is 1 hour. So in 1 hour, all these questions, I kind of solved around 20-30% questions in that time limit. So then I understand like it's not only about how good your math is, it's about how well you can apply the concept in the stipulated time. So first is knowledge, next is practice, third is your revision, like how you revise your subjects. It's very common for anyone to forget things. So your third is your revision strategy, how well you can revise your previous concepts and go on with the new concepts. Fourth one is mock, and fifth one is your analysis. So there is like a 5 things you have to do: knowledge, practice, revision, mock, analysis. And if you do these 5 things well, then you can crack CAT. You can crack 99 percentile. And today we will tell you how you can crack 99 percentile and what exactly you need to do and how you need to be consistent. So ready guys? I hope all of you have like now basic understanding what we are exactly going to do in like the next 100 days to 20 days. So how exactly we are taking up all of these things. So let's go with directly the schedule, because I understand like all of you have basic idea about CAT, like what exactly we are going to do with CAT and what exactly are the syllabus, what exactly is there in 3 sections. So these are the basic things. So if you don't know, I'm not going very deep into those things. I'm just giving you a brief, like I also give you a brief in our slide. So exactly CAT, what exactly has in CAT. So this is basically for the last 200 days. So you can see like it's last 200 days. Sorry guys, just a sec. So here it is. We will start with this thing, guys, all of you. So this is basically for last 200 days. Let's say mention this last 200 days, and we have three sections. It's last 200 days for the cat, and we have three sections like QA, then it is LRDI, then it is VARC. These are the three sections. This is the first section, second sections, and the third sections, right? And we have all questions the most important thing is about it is also we have questions like in VARC, LRDI, QA total together we have around 266 questions, and now our objective is how we can go through the syllabus step by step. So let me go again in the exact direction like what exactly we are going to learn today. The first thing, like, yes, it's the week May. You can see like we're starting from May. So it is May 2024, and it's like the second week is basically the first week I can think about. Like you can start for the last 200 as I've said. So I'm starting from the second week. For the first week also you can do the basic things. That is not an issue. This PPT I will share. Yes, obviously, please ask this. This PPT can be shared also. That is no problem. And you can also get it in your YouTube also. That is also fine. So the second week is basically I can start with you. In this week, you just need to go with the basics. That's why I have not written anything. For verbal, just do reading, understand the CAT syllabus. LRDI, just do some puzzles, like the basic puzzles. Do some basic quant in this section. Like this 2 week is basically for your understanding about like what exactly you are going to learn and what exactly you have to do in your preparation. So this 2 week is nothing but like being familiar with CAT, like how many questions are there, like how many questions from VRC, like 24 questions from VRC, 20 questions from LRDI, 22 questions from quant. So this thing is basically the first step is how you can well equip with this particular CAT, right? So the first two things, like in case of VRC, what you need to do, you just read. Like read newspaper, read anything, like read a book. Like if you are not good in reading, start reading something which is much more relevant to this particular section. Like start reading with first, if you are not very avid readers, like start doing with the light reading as in like do take some novels which you actually love. If you like don't want to read newspaper, do read something which is very important, like let's say the sports page or like the business page or like the front page of the newspaper. Do read something which you actually love. So initially, if you are not an avid reader, the first thing you have to do, you have to start reading something which is very, very close to your perspective, which is very close to your liking, which is very close to your like something you want to read, want to study, or want to do. So do with these things. Or if you like let's say romantic novel or like the thriller, so this start with this kind of reading. So initial 2 weeks, it's only about reading. Just read whatever you can. Now if you are really slowly and gradually, if you pick up on reading, then slowly you need to change the genre of your reading. Like let's say you're good with the thrillers, then read something which is non-fiction, like read something which is economics, read something sociology, philosophy, read something other. There's like A1 essays are there are a lot of sites are there. You can go for the like foreign newspapers as well, like the New York Times can previous time we have seen a lot of passages from like in CAT also, they are from those foreign newspapers. So you can go with those newspapers. Even you can do one another thing as well. You can start like watching BBC, CNN, this kind of newspapers as well. So that help you two things. That help you also build your communication. That help you to understand how you talk formally, and that also help you to understand like how basically a case being projected. So these are the first 2 weeks thing for VRC which you should do like when you start preparation. Second is LRDI. In case of LRDI, don't do anything. Just do puzzles. Like go to Google and search for puzzles for interview and all this kind of sort of things, and start doing puzzles. So because if you do puzzles, what actually help you, that actually help your acumen, that actually help your understanding about like how you basically approach a puzzle, how you like what is your thought process. So this thing is very important to develop. So that's why in first 2 weeks I'm just saying like just do the basic things like solve puzzles and understand like why you are not able to solve, and where exactly your thought process basically being hindered, and how you can improve it. So this thing you should do while solving in the first 2 weeks basically. Next is about quant. Quant, I will say you'll start with the basic, like take any kind of basic. First to understand what is the syllabus of CAT, exactly what you are going to do, what is the importance of each and individual topic. Like there are 5 sections, like 5 sections like in quant. One is, the first one is, what happened? I'll change color to purple, don't worry. Umang. Let's see if I have the purple color or not. Yes, there is a purple. Okay, fine. So the next thing that we are going to do, it's fine. So this is basic the thing which it's like a change of flow. So the two things I need to tell you, it's very important also in case of quant. Like quant, there's 5 sections. Like first one is arithmetic. This is arithmetic. Next is arithmetic, algebra, numbers, geometry, and modern maths. Modern maths include everything. So these 3 sections are very important. So in the first few days, what you need to do, you just need to go through something which is actually helpful to understand the basic of these things, and you can check yourself like how good you are right now. Like let's say if you're not very good at maths, then you need to start with the non-engineering videos, which iQuanta also have, or you need to start with some NCERT books and something like that, where you can basically develop your base. So you can start with numbers, you can start with arithmetic. That is absolutely all right. In iQuanta, we generally start with numbers because numbers is like something which you read a lot of times in other chapters, and it is very basic to start with also. So you can start with numbers or you can start with arithmetic. It's up to you. So that's fine. So the next is we start from the third week, our actual preparation. In third week, the first thing is science. So you already started reading. So the first few things, we now divide the entire RC section into different categories. The third week is for science and technology and business and economics. So these are the genre of RC. If you see the CAT paper, there are certain genres like science and technology, then is business economics, arts, like then culture, then legal, then philosophy, psychology. So these are kind of passages you can get in CAT, like even sociological passage as well. But we divide it like in first week you should start with science, technology and business economics. Generally we have seen people take things easy for science and technology because somewhere or other it is easy to understand. It's much more factual, because when you read a passage, it can be a factual passage, it can be an inference based passage, it can be narrative, it can be like argumentative passage. There are a lot of different types of passage, but mostly the science and technology passages are generally in a factual passage or in a narrative kind of passages. Second is business economics. This is also very straightforward kind of passages, so that's why we start with the easier things, which is science, technology and business economics. Next we go to the next week. Next thing, in case of LRDI, we do tables. Now you need to understand one thing. In CAT especially in CAT, we have seen very less number of DIs these days. It's mostly LR or DI, which includes the concept of logic. This is we call logical DI. So it's like mostly LR, like Quizlet, like games and tournaments, puzzles, this kind of questions, along with logical DI. So this is generally CAT is testing for the last 3-4 years. But remember one thing, but still, for the other exams and the unpredictability of CAT, you have to learn the basic DIs and basic LR as well. So that's why we start with tables. So tables is the basic of DI. So this portion is DI. It's the basic of DI. Tables is basically, there's a table like this. So it's like this kind of thing, like A, B is there. There are so many datas are there, and you need to answer this question based on this kind of data. So that is table-based questions. Next is cubes. Cubes is an LR thing, and we have seen holistically and historically, like we will get questions from cubes. Cubes, like let's say there is a cube, how many ways you can cut the cubes, if you paint the faces of the cube, how many how many cubes have exactly two faces colored, how many cubes have no face colored. So these kind of questions are basically from cubes. So this is DI, this is LR. Am I clear? The next one is linear arrangement, line and bar. Next one is, for the quant. Quant we start with here arithmetic. So I have told you, like you can start with arithmetic as well as numbers. If you start with arithmetic, just do the percentage and profit and loss. So this is for the first 2 weeks. Now why we do percentage and profit loss initially? Because if you start arithmetic, then percentage and profit loss is something which is the basic of entire arithmetic. That's why we start with percentage and profit loss. In fact, in these two things also be very useful for DI. Some DI question you need to answer, like what is the profit percentage, what is the loss percentage. So in that case, you need to use percentage profit loss a lot. So that's why we start with percentage profit loss. And if you join iQuanta course, then in this week we might complete the numbers, and we also start arithmetic from there only. So that is perfectly fine. You can get puzzles in Google directly. You can directly search in Google. You can get puzzles. Like you can search like Google puzzles for interview. There is a book from Shakuntala Devi also that is a very hard kind of puzzles. Otherwise, just search puzzles for interviews. You'll get a lot of sites are there. So you can directly curate the puzzles from there. There are a lot of good puzzles in there. Next is the fourth week I'm coming now. Third week is this one. The fourth week is in case of RC. Now, initially you can see we are not going for the VA part. We are just going for the RC part. So in the RC we do arts, society and culture, history and politics. Now we are more going into the humanities. So these two basic things are based on humanities. First we have done science and technology, next is business, next is humanities. Now art, society, culture, you get passages based on art, society, culture. You get passages based on history and politics. That is also a humanities thing. And remember, in case of history, politics, these passages are much more argumentative passages as well. So sometimes they have a lot of inference-based questions like what if that kind of thing happened, what is your inference? So this type of questions you get a lot in this particular field. Next is about the LRDI section. We have linear arrangement. Linear arrangement is the LR part. Linear arrangement is basically when some people are sitting in a straight line. So like 5 people are sitting on a straight line, A is sitting beside B, B is sitting beside C, this kind of questions in general. That is linear arrangement, that is LR. Next is line and bar graphs. This is line and bar graphs is nothing but, if I just show you, the line and bar graph is like, this is like the line graph, like there are the values, you need to find the values and you need to answer questions. And the bar graphs is mostly like this is like the bar graphs and all. So this is we need to do for the DI part in the second week. The third week we will go for SICI and ratio, simple interest, compound interest and ratio. So these two things we will do in third week, in fourth week, I'm sorry. So whenever we are doing this SICI and ratio, so this is like kind of we are going with the arithmetic flow only. So first we will complete arithmetic, then slowly we will go for the other sections and the other chapters. So this is for the May 2024. Now let's go for the next week. Next week is June first week. Now we already have done 2 weeks of RC session. So now we will do something which is left. And this too is considered as the difficult kind of RC. That's why we are doing it in the third week. So first we will do it philosophy, next is psychology. So philosophy we will do, next we will do psychology. And these two are considered the most difficult kind of RC. So that's why we have kept it in the third week. And remember, like till third week, we are not even being introduced to VA. We just doing the RC, like the basic kind of RC. LRD is circular arrangement. It's a very important thing. Like people are sitting around a circle, and the questions based on those things. That is a circular arrangement that you have to do in the first week of June. And in quant, it is average mixture allegation. Average is a very basic chapters, which is also very important for DI and other things. Mixture allegation is considered as one of the difficult portion of CAT in general, mixture allegation. So this is average mixture allegation for the first week. For the second week, what you need to do in VARC, you need to practice all different types of passages. Now you have to understand, like if I'm writing here philosophy, psychology and mixed means like all different types of passages, all different where everything, like passages which is based on, let's say philosophy and let's say technology. Sometimes you can see a lot of passages based on technology as well as philosophy. Like they start with a science and technology based passage, but slowly it becomes philosophical. There I remember a passage which starts with like AI and like how we generate like devices based on AI ML. Then it comes to a moral obligation, like whether we use AI and what is the implication of using AI. So it comes to a more like a philosophical space. So this kind of RC is also very important. And in this week you have to do all the mixed sets of RC. And important thing again, when I'm saying you are doing RC, that means you have to do 2 or 3 or 4 RC every day. Every day you need to at least do 2, 3 or 4 RC. Every day you need to do at least 2, 3 or 4 sets of LRDI, and every day you need to do 30 questions from maths. So this is the bare minimum you have to do. Like ideal it is 4. 4 is like if you do, like it's great if you can do 4, but you should do at least try to do 3. And if you're working, if you're in college, if you have a lot of other engagements, then 2 is also fine. But if you have enough time, please at least do 3 sets of RC every day, 3 sets of LRDI every day, and 30 questions based on maths. That is, you have to do bare minimum every single day, except the 7th day. 7th day you can take a holiday, but yes, the rest 6 days you have to follow this. Now next is for LRDI, the next second week we have quant based DI. I have told you initially quant based DI and logical DI. So this is basically including lot of concepts of quant. Sometimes it can include the concept of let's say average, sometimes it can include concept of percentage, profit loss, time and work. So this kind of concept is generally used in DI as well. So this is that kind of set what is called a quant based DI. And next is pie charts. Pie charts is a DI thing. And pie chart is very, very important. It's very important thing that is pie charts. And have seen questions based on pie charts, Venn diagram also. So pie chart is pretty important thing. And in case of quant, what you need to do? Time and work. So in this week, you'll finish time and work. So I'm giving you one entire week to just finish time and work. Just finish time and work. Next is your third week. Your third week is 4 RC. Now it is now the practice time. So we have already in the 1 month we have done all different types of RC. Now the fifth week we will start doing the practice. So we will do 4 RC every day. That is ideal. But if you cannot do 4 RC, do 3 or 2. For the people who are working, who cannot get a lot of time, at least try to do 2. If you're not 2, do at least 1. But 2 is the bare minimum. And then you start with VA. This parajumble is VA section. So after 1 month, we will start with VA. So you will do VA, we will do parajumble first. So the parajumble is the first thing you are going to do now. Next is for LRDI, we will do Venn diagram, very important. You can get one set from Venn diagram any day. It's like very, very important topic, Venn diagram, because in the next month we will come to the things which are more important for CAT. Second is distribution. Again, a very important topic is distribution. So that is an LR topic, and you have to solve a lot of questions based on distribution. That's why you have to solve as many sets as possible. That's why I have given you 4 sets every day. So do at least 3. 4 is the ideal scenario. And you have to finish TSD in this week. The third week of June, you need to finish TSD. That is time, speed, distance. And TSD, if you finish, so this almost give you the entire holistic view of arithmetic. So TSD will be the last chapter of arithmetic, and after TSD, you are finishing arithmetic. So in the fourth week, what we are going to do, that is 4 RC and para completion. 4 RC is compulsory per day, I have told you. And next is the next chapter on VA, that is para completion. Para completion is basically something like the last sentence will be missing, and you need to get the right kind of so there you need to get the right kind of like the last sentence, like right kind of sentence to finish the paragraph. So that is known as para completion. So that is the kind of things you need to practice in the fourth week of June. And for the LRDA section, you'll start with selection, then with binary logic. Binary logic and selection, you'll get questions from these things also. So that's why they are important, because I have told you in June last week, you're going to start with something which is actually very important for your CAT perspective. Next is quant. Quant is revision. Revision of what? Arithmetic. Because till TSD you have finished arithmetic, this week is revision of arithmetic. I have told you I will give you time for revision also, and this is the time of revision, where you will do all the arithmetic chapters in 1 week, then we will go for the next thing after that. Regular till Saturday. If you can want to take Sunday break, that is also fine. Next, go for the next month, that is July. Now July first week is 4 RC, and you need to do 1 odd 1 out. And from July onwards, you have to start taking mocks. A lot of people said like, I have not finished the entire syllabus, how I can take mocks? But that is not an excuse. No matter where you stand, you should start taking mock from July, because mock is something you have to do it regularly. You have to practice regularly, you have to do everything regularly, and mock is kind of thing what actually set your benchmark also. You need to understand how to take a test. Then you need to do analysis also. So from July first week, we need to start taking mock at least 1 per week. 1 mock per week at least, that you have to do from July onwards. So whatever you are teaching, you are learning, you should take 1 mock in a per week, and one day you will take mock, the next day you will do the analysis. And remember, mock without analysis is nothing. And we have AI powered mocks, so you will take the mock and then you'll go with the analysis. And in this way, you basically cover the mock and the analysis part. And it is very, very important to take mocks, trust me, because July is the right time to start mock. Second is for LRDI is games and tournaments. That's fine, that's perfect. And next is logical DI and mock. I have told you about logical DI. Games and tournaments, a very important section, very, very important section. And logical DI is also very important. You will surely get questions from games and tournaments and logical DI. And next is quant. We'll start with algebra. So that is algebra, that is linear and quadratic in the first week. And obviously you have to take mock, definitely. You need to take mock. Next is in second week you'll do 4 RC, that is a common para summary. That is the last thing we have left in general with the CAT syllabus. That is a para summary, and para summary we will do in the second week, and obviously you have to take mock. I'm not saying mock right now. Network flow diagram, this is for LRDI. Next is caselet. This two again, caselet is also very, very crucial chapter. That is caselet. Caselet you have to learn very well because caselet is a very important in CAT. And in quad it is spatial equation. This is spatial equation, and mock to has to be there. In the third week you will do critical reasoning. Now why we are doing critical reasoning? Critical reasoning you can start with from the first, or you can do it after completing it, because critical reasoning will help you to give you much more clear reasoning while solving a question, while solving a paragraph. What is critical reasoning? There is one particular paragraph will be there, and based on the paragraph you need to answer a question. It can be a strengthening question, can be a weakening question, can be an assumption question, can be an inference based question, can be anything. But what is the importance of it? Because in CAT we generally do not see critical reasoning question, but if you improve your critical reasoning, your RC automatically improves. So either you start with critical reasoning, or after doing all these things you do critical reasoning just to improve the efficiency of your RC. So this week is critical reasoning, and in this week that almost we have completed the entire LRDI thing, because this is all about the different kind of LRDI sets you can get. And after that you'll start practice for LRDI, like 3 to 4 LRDI per day. That is from third week of July. You have to do it regularly, like every day you have to do this. And next for quant, it's like indices, surds and mock. This is indices, surds and mock. You have to do complete indices and surds. It's a very generic chapter, less chapter, and in this time also you need to do the revision of this 3 chapter as well. This is also very, very important. And the fourth week, you again do the same thing, like critical reasoning 4 RC, practice for LRDI mock, and log and inequality. Log is a very, very important chapter for last 2-3 years. Inequality is also very important chapter. You can get 2 questions from inequality and 1-2 questions from log as well. So because you know in the last CAT, like 2023, we have 8 questions specifically from algebra. So arithmetic, algebra, both are very, very important. That's why we are completing arithmetic algebra as fast. Next is this is August. So in case of August, you can see it's in these 2 cases, it's all about like your practice, nothing else. 4 RC, 15 VA, 4 RC, 15 VA, practice, 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 nothing. So you just do 4 RC, 15 VA. In case of LRDI also, the same thing, 3 to 4 LRDI set, 3 to 4 LRDI set every day. So the month of August is basically based on your practice. Like you need to understand, you need to take sectionals, and you need to understand where you want to improve. In here you have to do the sectionals as well. You have to do the sectionals as well, and you need to understand where you improve your scores and how you improve. So this is your very critical time in this term, because you also start taking mock as well. You are taking mock, you are taking sectionals, and you are improving in these 2 sections because the syllabus as such has been done. Next is quant. In case of quant, you have to do in the first week is inequality, sequence and series. Very, very important again in quant. You can get around 2 questions from this section. Function graph in the next week. In the next week is revision, because function graph is the last section of algebra. After that, you have to revise the entire arithmetic, entire algebra section. And if you have done arithmetic and algebra, your 80% of syllabus of quant has already been done. In the fourth week, we will start with geometry, and geometry, the first section is triangle. Right? So geometry in the fourth week of August, we will start with geometry. But remember, you need to get going with the mocks. Next is September. September is like mock analysis practice, obviously. September is the entire month is, again, you can see it's always about mock analysis. You have to go through. And now you can start taking 2 mocks every day. At least 2 mocks every day. At least take 1-2 sectionals every day. At least you need to start doing like the previous year CAT also, like PYQs. Or you can take PYQs as well. Previous year questions, previous year CAT, take it as a mock. So do all these kind of things. At least 2 mocks every week from this onwards. 2 to 3 mocks, at least 2. And from this here, you need to do quadrilateral polygons. That is for quant. First week, second week, circle and mensuration. And after circle and mensuration, your geometry will be done. And once your geometry is done, you have finished 95% of your syllabus. 95%, 90 to 95% of your syllabus. In the third week and fourth week, we will do number system. So in September, we will finish with number system as well. Next is obviously the month of October. It's like the 1 month before CAT. Here you need to take 2 to 3 mocks. Mocks analysis is very important. You have to take at least 2-3 mocks and 2-3 things every day and every day. It's very, very crucial. And next is the only section which is left, that is PNC probability, and like after that there is mock and revision. So after like the second week of October, your syllabus will be completed entirely, and after that it is only thing that you need to do, that is mock revision, and it will go on like this. So this is your mostly the kind of way you can like complete your syllabus and what you exactly are going to do for the next 200 days. And in November you can see the same thing. You have to take mock, you have to do revision, you have to, in September, October, we also have the crash course also. You need to go through the entire topics again and again and do revise, do take mock, do analyze, because analysis is very important. Not only taking mock is important, analysis is as important as taking mock. Someone says it is more important than this as well. And after that, the fourth week is basically the CAT week. And in this CAT week, you will take the test, and I hope in this way, in this 200 days, you can finish it properly. You can finish this entire thing properly. For the next part, like now we will discuss like exactly how iQuanta is going to help you. So in that case, I'll invite Abhishek Sir. He will take the next part of this session. So I'm inviting Abhishek Sir, and I'm handing the stage to Abhishek Sir. So see you guys, and he will also take your doubts as well. So I'm not taking the doubts right now. So I'm referring to this Abhishek Sir.
रिकॉर्ड कैसे करूँगा फिर मैं बीआर से रिकॉर्डिंग कैसे करूँगा आपने बोल दिया ना कि मैं आ रहा हूँ Hi, good evening everyone. Do we have some queries over here? Puzzles for AI first 2 weeks. Okay, all that stuff. Where do you get the things to practice, right? Am I audible? Pranav will come to that crash course and everything. First of all, confirm if I'm audible. How to connect with like-minded students with within the batch too, who are serious for the prep. For that, there'll be a group on Facebook as well as WhatsApp, so you can just connect to them. All right. So welcome everyone. We'll start with, I'll tell you how to, I think Abbas has told you about the month-wise preparation plan and also the schedule that is there. And someone is asking that why number system is in the end. The reason is very simple, because some people find numbers to be very difficult, point number one. Point number two, in CAT, number system nowadays has got very less relevance because in the last three slots, in the last CAT out of three slots, only two number system questions were there. So that is why we thought of keeping it in the end. It's huge topic, but not that much relevant and difficult as well. So that is why we kept the topic which are more relevant, for example, arithmetic, algebra, and geometry, to be in the first. So that is something which is a conscious decision. All right, cool. So if you go to the dashboard of iQuanta, you will find past CAT questions, and that is what one has to do. So to get into feel of any exam, be it CAT or anything, first of all, you should go to the look at the previous year questions so that you have an expression from yourself that this is where you have to reach based on your knowledge level. Okay, so that is how, and also any kind of preparation strategy or plan varies from person to person. To get that, the first of all, you should know that what is the what kind of questions are there. All right. Okay, so in the when you go to the CAT iQuanta dashboard, you will find CAT previous year question papers, and the best thing that is done over there is that normally you go to some site, you will get the previous year question papers based on year wise, but here we have made it topic wise as well. So if you want to, you feel that you are not very good in algebra and you want to see the question papers of algebra questions only, you can go to algebra and get the like topic wise past CAT papers. Also year wise, that of course that would be there. And the best thing is that you can attempt the past CAT paper as a mock. That is the best thing. So I would advise you to do one thing from 2017 to 19, 3 years, you can do topic wise or year wise depending on yourself. And from 19, 20, 21, you should do it as a mock. Okay, so that is something which can be done just before the start of the batch. And if you score very low in that, that's not a problem. Your main agenda should be knowing how CAT is. All right? Yeah, Siddhant, I'll come to that. The next thing is mocks. iCAT mocks are there. So iCAT mocks will be starting probably in the month of June. So it starts only after completion of 50% of syllabus so that you get to know something. And as I told earlier, that numbers is not that important. That is why arithmetic would be completed by that time and algebra will start. So at least you'll be having something to attempt. So mocks would be there. Normally a 9 percentiler attempts 30 to 50 mocks on an average. In fact, I also did the same, and that is very important. So this can happen only if you complete 50% of syllabus, and starting from June till the month of November, of course, you'll increase the frequency of mocks when you go near the CAT exam. All right. Then someone asked how to get in touch with the like-minded students. That can be done. Here you go to the dashboard, and in the dashboard you will find the CAT previous year papers. It's self-explanatory. It's user-friendly. All right. So here there is a group on Facebook. A Facebook community is there in which a lot of students, previous year students, and also the faculty members and some industry experts are there. And you can post your doubts, be it an academic doubt or be it any kind of strategy-related doubt. Any kind of doubt you can post it over there, and people will be coming back to you within a few minutes. Then the course timeline. This is how it starts. It'll start from like now onwards. For quant we have 150 plus hours of live sessions, for LRDA 100 plus, and VRC 100 plus. And recorded videos are there, class assignments is there, practice questions is there. So live session, after that, the recorded videos in case you find something, you find a video on some specific topic. For example, time, speed, distance. You can find the recorded videos, and then class assignments will be there. After the session is over, you can do this, and practice questions will also be there in all the 3 sections. And by the month of September, the course will be over. Almost entire syllabus will be over. All right. But from now to September, what is going to happen? That is what I'm going to tell you. CAT mocks, I told you in the month of June it will start. We have 20 full-length mocks, 60 sectionals. Sectionals means quant specific section, VRC, a section, LRDA, another section, and 15 non-CAT mocks in which there will be ZAT, IFT, SNAP, and NMAT, which are people normally people not just give CAT, they also give other exams. That is why we have put 15 non-CAT mocks as well. All right. Apeksha, of course, we have. Don't spam. You have got it covered. Bonus. Video solutions for all LRDA sets in full mocks and assignments will be given to you. Because LRDA is something which people do not get to. If anyone has idea about LRDA sets, so if someone explains you that, just by writing text solution, it is very difficult. But if you have video, complete video, it becomes really easy. That is why we have put bonus material for LRDI itself. And ABC batch starts from July. So someone asked me when would it be accommodated. I think Siddhant, right, Siddhant? So in the month of July, it will be accommodated, in which there'll be 7,500 cat level questions. I think you have it, so you know it. How many questions are there? From July, we'll be starting it in form of half will be dynamic, half will be static. Okay. Then comes this is how it goes: 500 cat level RCs, 500 cat level LRDI, 2,500 quants questions topic wise, and out of which 50% will be available on your dashboard. That is static. And after that, things will be dynamic because it will be done daily on Facebook group. There will be a secret group, people who are into MVC batch only, and in that group, we'll be doing 3 RCs every day, 3 LRDI sets every day, and 12 QA questions every day, topic wise. All right, Siddhant, clear? Now, coming to October. So in October, someone asked me when would the crash course start. That'll be starting in the month of October. In October, there's 60 plus sessions of QA, LRDI, VARC. There'll be a lot of shortcuts, past cat practice, and yeah, normally crash course is a different program altogether. People can buy it in 10,000, but the people who are full-time students of iQuanta will be getting it for free. Well, so in a way, before CAT exam syllabus covers in covered twice in this crash course. I'll tell you how. One is live classes, other is application classes, and then the crash course. So same thing gets covered thrice from our side, and for practice, you can do infinite practices. All right. Pranav, I think crash course, you got that right? Okay. Then, November, yeah, crack cat. The illustrator has actually cracked the cat. Wow. The image is so dark, isn't it? I feel very sad about it, but yeah, it is happy inside at the same time. Anyways, coming to what makes iQuanta the best CAT preparation platform. Of course, all the people would talk about their own organization. That will be there, but there is something which is actually the best in iQuanta. And I'm not telling you because I work here. I'm telling you because I have seen it from the student's perspective. So why is it so? The first thing is the 24/7 dot solving. This 24/7 dot solving. And fashionably, I can say, okay, the time it takes for light to reach the Earth from Sun is 8 minutes, and that is the time in which iQuanta solves the doubts. But that is a fashionable statement. The best thing is over here is, which we should keep in mind, is that 24/7 dot solving. Like normally, what happens elsewhere? I have worked in almost every organization. So what happens over there? You need to book a slot. You need to book a slot for doubt solving, and probably the faculty member, if he or she is free, you will get the slot. Otherwise, there's a lot of waiting, just like IRCTC railways. Okay, you wait for your tickets to be booked. But here, there's no problem. Even if you're studying in 3 a.m., 3 in the night, and you have any kind of doubt, you can just take the screenshot or type the comment and put it over there, and someone will get back to you within 10 minutes. All right. So that is something which is very important, I would say. The feature number 2 is dual pedagogy. As I said, crash course is third revision, third iteration of the same course. There are 2 iterations. One is application classes, other is live interactive classes. In application classes, the things are, there'll be a video shown to you on Facebook group, and based on those videos, there'll be a number of questions, and all the people, all the students, they have a healthy competition who answers first. And live interactive class, actually teacher comes in front of you. Like right now I'm in front of you, that is a live interactive class in which we'll be discussing the concepts, the questions, the relevant questions, and also on the spot dot solving will be there. Because there will be some moderators also in the group, in the live chat, in case you have some doubts which teacher is not able to explain due to plethora of doubts. So the moderator will actually do that. Okay, now coming to Dharya's query. 50% questions are unlocked with the MBC batch. We need to attempt them directly with the classes itself as per, yes, exactly. Dharya, that will be self-paced. That will be according to your convenience. So let's say we have finished with time and work. You can go there and do all the questions of time and work. All right, Dharya? Self-paced, your convenience. Well, now, why 2 things are there? Application classes, when teacher is not visible in front of you, so you have a kind of, I would say a mythological sort of healthy competition going along. Like people are sitting across different parts of India and they're competing for the same question. But in live interactive classes, what happens? Because in application, there is no sound, there's no voice, except the recorded videos. In live it happens, okay, you are asking something and there'll be real-time based things happening. So we have decided to keep both because both are important psychologically. And also, short attention spans are there. So in live interactive sessions, it doesn't happen because teachers can actually joke with you if they feel that right. There's somehow you are losing interest. So both are important. And third is CAT content relevancy. That is also, I would say, a very important thing for any institute to flourish. See, we have observed like I think 8 to 10 questions, or sometimes even 14 to 15 questions, have come in CAT from iQuanta's content. Of course, it won't be exactly same. That never happens in CAT. I won't lie to you. That never happens. That same thing will be there. But of course, so let's say we wrote x square plus 11x, they wrote x square plus 10x, but the concept and the kind of methodology was exactly same. So it has happened a lot of times. Illustration. क्वेश्चन कैट में कहीं से भी आएंगे, लेके आई क्वांटा वाले ही जाएंगे. सी सो क्वांट LRD in VRC, wherever cat is, we'll get that. Tic tac toe, the famous puzzle. Coming to the fourth feature. But before that, I would like to show some testimonials. People have claimed that they got. In fact, quant में तो question आना फिर भी समझ में आता है. RC, RC. Not the same RC, it is not possible, of course, you understand that. But the we have done so many RC passages that somehow the same genre or the same kind of concept actually has come in CAT. So that's also very important. Now coming to next one. Peer-to-peer learning. So we humans are social animals, isn't it? We are social animals. And humans cannot live alone. That is impossible. People say I'm a loner, but nobody is. So, and for learning, it's very important that people should be there around you, peer to peer. So, apart from the faculty members that are teaching you, there'll be students. Some students will be bad in, let's say, not bad. I won't use that term. Might be very good in mathematics. Some would be not that good. So, or maybe someone is good in English, someone is not. It normally happens with the engineers that they are very good in reasoning, logic, and mathematics, but not that good in language. Which in the other people who are from English literature background or from some other backgrounds in which language is very important, they are very good in that. So the kind of peer-to-peer, so friendships happen in this group, friendships happen in your colleges. So after your college, the next friendship that will happen will be on this peer-to-peer learning group of iQuanta. You can join it right away. So see, there can be academic doubts, there can be a lot of doubts. Now, iQuanta's result. So it's the best result any institute has provided from a single coaching center. Why would a single? Because we have in Gurgaon, we have this online setup, and all the people study from here only. And from this, people have produced a lot. I'll just show you numbers. These are the numbers. So see, how many people have scored above 99 percentile? That's huge actually. 3.3 lakh people wrote CAT last year. 3.3 lakhs. For this year, we are still compiling data because a lot of calls are getting converted. But before that, 3.3 lakh students appeared for CAT this year. They applied, but the people who appeared were only 2.8 lakhs. And think about that, after 2.8 lakhs, if someone gets like 100 plus people are from iQuanta, 99 percentile, that means we are, at least we have covered the 70% of the CAT's results. Well, and these are testimonials. People who started from 70 percentile, they are repeaters. They joined elsewhere, then joined iQuanta, and this is how they grew from 70 to 98, from 74 to 99.2, and so on. 60 to 96, that is huge. And then we have 72 to 96.33. So these are people who have shared their testimonials with us, that how this entire pedagogy helped them. All right. So this is the entire. Abbas told you about the month-wise details and how things will be accommodated. We have covered that, and the features of iQuanta that makes it the best institute to prepare for. So welcome to it, and I'll see you in the live classes. I hope you enjoyed this, and we'll enjoy more once we start with the syllabus. Thank you. Have a great evening. Yeah, Dharya, exactly. Ashish. First public group, nor second group, it will be, you'll be part of it. The moment you take admission, you'll be made a part of the second group as well. Great. So all of you, you have to promise me one thing, that we'll be doing everything which is possible under the sun, in some cases over the sun as well. And you have to promise me one thing, that whatever we do, you have to trust in the process. Trust in the process. There will be a lot of things which will happen in due course. You might feel that you are not good enough, which is which is something which is a trait of the thinking human. A person who wants to do something, they start thinking like this. So there are a lot of hurdles. There are a lot of dip points in your preparation, and that is where you have to be, kind of sure that remember why you started. And till the month of November, there are a lot of ups and downs, but you have to be motivated. And also, in addition to all of this, which has not been told in this PPT, is we conduct some AMA sessions also, Ask Me Anything sessions, and also things which are not there, not documented, they'll also be there. For example, the human bond that we make. You are in some problem, you can, if time allows, we can get in touch and solve that problem as well. So let's start this beautiful journey. Let's behave like a family, and the entire family of iQuanta should be the people who should be in all the IIMs. So when you go there, you will feel, oh, you're the same person I prepared with. Okay, so thanks everyone. Bye bye. Bhavna, I'll ask the support staff for that. Priya, the pre classes have started. First, we do the pre classes for batch 2, then we start with the real course. So I think Vedic Maths class is already been done, and this class, which is happening right now, is also part of the pre cat pre cat course. MDI IB, you can do one thing. You can reach the support staff, call them, and ask them to have you connected to me once, and I will discuss about that, the MDI IB, because I need more information about your background. Then only I can actually guide you there. Piyush, gap year has got no effect. That is something people think about, but in reality, hardly any B school will ask about the gap years. Smriti, if you're not working on Saturday and Sunday, try to accommodate at least 8 hours on both Sunday and Saturday to finish off the black backlogs. Therapy session is over, yeah. Piyush, I think I told you right now. Aniket, live class on Facebook. It will start within a week. But these are the classes which are the pre-CAT classes, which are also very important. Okay, yes, IMABC batch is different. In that, there are questions. There are some, very I will say thought upon questions that have been created for IMABC batch. That is an extra thing. If in case you finish off everything which you have, then you can also take that. No, Dharya, I think Abbas sir just told you in those 2 weeks what is going to happen. Chalo, so let's start this journey. Have a great weekend, and we'll meet again. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.